Welcome back.
Hey guys.
So I've got Shanice with me today and we decided to do a really nice, we're going to kind of bring out this colour here and do a really nice burgundy smoky eye because Shanice suits smoky eyes so much.
We love a smoky eye.
We love a smoky eye. And it's still, we're in February, it's still cold and it's still very like winter vibes. But what we want to do is bring that out in a slightly springier version. We're going to go with it and probably going to do a voiceover through this just so that it's a bit quicker. And we'll see you at the end. So we started off with prepping the skin as always. I used my Hada Labo Super Hydrator. This is the anti-aging one, so it's in the red bottle. I've used this brand for years. This is a Japanese brand and it always works on all skin types. It just works super well for anyone and under makeup. I also applied the Plumping Gel and the Eye and Mouth Cream. The final product that I'm applying now is the primer. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur. I know not everyone's into primers, but I really love them. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I love to use this before putting any skin tint or moisturizer on because it just enhances that glow on the cheeks. I only ever use this on certain areas just to enhance the areas I want to glow and highlight. It has a really smooth texture to it, but if you put this all over the face, it can make you feel really greasy. So we went in with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Tint. This is the shade 7. It's a lightweight skin tint, but it still gives you pretty good coverage actually. And the trusty Hourglass Concealer. This is a really full coverage. It's quite a thick concealer, so I wouldn't recommend it for everyone. I always mix my shades just so I can get the finish that I want. And you'll notice I really buff this out around the whole face. So I go into all the center areas, brow bone, under the cheekbone, in the jawline, just so that it's all the areas that have the extra staying power. Honestly, one of my new favorite brow products. This is the L'Oreal Brow Lamination 24 hours and it really does stick the brows down. I like to do some soft shading with brow shadow and then use the brow tint pens by NYX and OPretty to just add those hairs in. Whilst I'm here guys, I'm just going to apologize for the lighting. We put Shanice into direct daylight. There's a fair bit of shadow and highlight so it won't show the makeup to the best of its ability, but at least we can see real skin texture. I used the liquid bronzer to contour around the lips, nose and eyes. Always go back into the concealer area just to buff it back out. I do go back to this quite a few times, so I cut some of these parts out. So I went straight from contouring the eyes to the eyeliner because I wanted this eyeliner to be the main focus of this look. This is a real rich burgundy shade from Sweet Beauty and it's called Margaux Bordeaux. I wanted this to look quite intense on the lash line, but I also want to keep that softness to the look. You'll see I'm really applying the product and then blending it out and kind of repeating this step. I also wanted a kind of soft cut crease, but more to create the outer V shape that you're seeing. Cut creases can be really harsh, so what I wanted to do was just create that shape but softly by focusing this shape on the outer corner of the eye. You'll see in the next steps what I mean. As I'm wanting to lift the eye and make it look snatched, I always go back in with a Q-tip to clean up those edges. And we're building back up on that eyeliner just for that intensity. Started to build shadow on top of that for the blend, and then I'm using a bigger, fluffier brush to blow out those edges and give it a softer blend. I really wanted to focus this in Shanice's crease and into that higher part of the brow, slowly building again with the darker shades from the palette just to emphasize that outer V, and then intensifying the lash line with the same eyeliner just to give that extra kind of smokiness. I literally go back in and out with building product when I want to create a certain look, so you'll see this kind of build over a quicker cut video, going back into that bottom lash line and really then ensuring that you get that diffused blown out look with the bronzer on the bottom lash line too. Using a smaller brush, I always focus that really close to the lash line. One of my big steps is to do this with concealer. I really love creating that wing lift on the eyes when I'm doing a strong eye. I like my looks to look structured but then also soft and kind of sometimes a little bit less perfected in areas. These colours on Shanice's hazel eyes always bring out the green. It's so beautiful on her. Look at that. Look at the difference. She just suits these strong, sultry eyes. So I finished the other eye off camera and then I'm going back in with the same concealer. I always build small light layers, which actually then stays better and looks great on camera, but it neatens and lifts the whole look. Without a doubt, my Sweet Beauty No Lash lashes are my absolute favourite. This is what I use on Shanice without fail. And then I'm applying these gorgeous new blushes from from House Labs. These are the Glassy blush balms, and this is the shade Glassy Açai. Such a beautiful berry shade. Obviously for deeper skin tones this would be perfect, but it still works on a medium to light skin tone and buffs out really easily because of the texture. So I'm finishing off the bronzing with the Glow Bronzer by Kaya Cosmetics. This is a nice glowy powder bronzer, so buttery. Blends out really nicely, and you can powder down your face and then use this and it will give you that kind of soft glow wet look. Another staple of mine from Sweet Beauty is the Pro Lash Lip Mascara. This is a dark brown and it gave a much softer effect. Setting this all down with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. This is a shade Banana Bread. Ultimately, this step is what makes it look flawless on camera. Obviously, this isn't for everyone, but if you have oily skin, I would say it's a must because it holds all of that oil in place. Sorry guys, but how cute is Nala? She's sat waiting for us. One of my favourite products for extra glow is the matte cream colour bases. This is Hush and Improper Copper mixed. Enhancing the lips now with the NYX Line Loud lip pencils. This is Global Citizen. So I actually weirdly like to leave the lips a bit kind of blanked out when I'm doing this. And I'm following Shanice's natural lip line, but enhancing it to the max that we can where there's that kind of invisible line. This shade is the perfect kind of sandy neutral tone. I wanted the lips to look pouty, but also the focus to be on the eyes. So I keep the lips a really light nude tone. Once again, a few shades of mix from my palette. This I think had Peach Stock from MAC in it with a hint of Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Fair. I'm using my Fenty Gloss Bomb sticks, which are amazing. This is the shade Tulip Kiss again. I really love this. It just finishes the lip with a soft balmy effect. So you can see where the powder kind of flattens the areas that we want and then the glow comes through from the other areas a little bit more. My final touch to the look is the MAC Gloss. I really love how this gives a kind of like sweaty, worn-in look. It's used much more in editorial than a normal look, and that's because this is not a long wear product. Here is the final look in pure natural sunlight. Thank you to my beautiful model Shanice. Please comment below and let me know what type of form of video you like, whether you prefer this voiceover style. If you like what you've seen so far on my channel, then please don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Look forward to creating more, and I will see you next time, guys.